Hey guys, Phil here at Woods Tree Farm. Thanks for tuning in today. Christmas season has wrapped up for us. If you're new to the channel, you maybe don't know. We're a Christmas tree farm. We're just in our second year of operation. We did a tree lot this year, our second year doing that, and we sold out of trees pretty much on our opening weekend. We had a few trees left. We opened up one day during the week, and that was it. Quick season for us. So I'm getting back into firewood work, and I showed here on a previous video, we get a bunch of chips dropped off from some tree companies, and there's been a company lately that's been dropping some logs and some limb wood in with their chips. So I started to separate some of that out, and now I'm gonna go ahead and chop it up, and if I have a stack that's big enough, probably break out the splitter this afternoon, and we'll go ahead and get some of this stuff split up and get it added to the pile for next year, because I'm trying to build my firewood business, and I would really like to sell considerably more firewood next year than I did this year. Follow along, let's have a little fun. Here we go. Not bad for 10 minutes work. That was my first time cutting with some bargain level Amazon chains. So I'll drop a link in the description of what they are. I actually have the package down in the truck, so when I get back down that way, I'll pull it out and show you what it is. I believe the brand is Tallox, T-A-L-L-O-X. I'll double check that when I get the package. But seem to do the trick. We'll be curious to see how they hold up, how they hold an edge. Obviously didn't do very much here today with it, but that was the first time I've changed the chain on that saw that I've had for a couple years now, and I had to change it because I actually ran into some metal a few weeks back and knocked a few teeth off the chain, so it was pretty much destroyed. So had to replace it, and I figured, what the heck, I'll try one of the bargain chains. And I think basically for a little bit more money than the price of one steel replacement chain, I got 3 Tallox chains. So I have relatively low expectations, but you know, so far you can see did the job. And you know, in a future video I'll report back how they're holding up, but pretty good value. 3 chains for, like, I forget what it was, 35, 40 bucks, something like that. So pretty good deal. And here's those chains. I was right, it is Tallox. And open it up and let you have a quick look at these. And inside the box, I just had a couple little dividers in there. I already took one out and installed it on the saw, but there you go. Looks like a chain. So anyway, did the job for me today. Here's what I got today. That's what I just dropped out of the bucket. That's what I had piled up before, and that's about it. I got some other stuff over here that still needs to get bucked up. Some slightly bigger stuff than what I just did. That also came out of the wood chip pile a few days ago. I dropped that down here. So anyway, we got a nice little collection down here, and then I still got all this stuff from last year that I still haven't bucked up. So I had to spend a few minutes here, set everything up. So I had to go across the property, grab the log splitter, because I had it just kind of back out of the way because I knew I wasn't using it for a while. And usually I learned I should be processing my firewood like right at the pile so I don't have to move it twice. But since we did the tree lot up there right by the pile, which you can see, that orange fencing way up there is next year's wood pile. And I put the fencing around it so that people wouldn't climb on it, kids in particular, wouldn't climb on it when we were open for Christmas. And then I moved all of the extra stuff related to processing firewood either down right here or back further in the property where it was out of the way. So anyway, got this pile of logs here now. I'm going to load it up on the carryall right there after I split it, and then I can take it up to the pile, and I can take that orange fencing off the pile, and I can put it away for the season. And then when I do more firewood next week or the week after, whenever I get around to doing more, I'm just going to drop my rounds up there by the pile, and I'll do all my splitting up there so I don't have to move it an extra time. Change of plans. Things don't always go the way you want them to. I can't get the splitter started. I think the fuel in it is old. I don't have any more fuel here. The only fuel can I have had like, I don't even know, a half cup of fuel in it. Not enough to really fill this thing up with some fresh fuel and get it going. So I'm going to have to revisit this here next weekend. So to make best use of my time today, I'm going to get the saw back out. I'm going to saw on these couple logs that I got right here. And I've got a few more up in the parking lot. I'll just add to this pile of rounds. Next weekend, hopefully we'll be able to get the splitter running, and we'll come back out here, split this, and add it to the pile. So there we go. Back to work. I just pushed around some more of that mulch. I shared in a previous video, I tend to bring the newer stuff from that end of the pile and I slowly move it down to this end of the pile. And I try to turn the pile every 6 to 8 weeks or so. But you can see it's good and hot. Lots of steam coming off that pile. So anyway, you got a little bit of wood in here, a whole bunch of odd cuts. Just given the length of wood that was in here. And while I was pushing around mulch, I found a couple other pieces of branch wood there, so I'll cut those up into firewood lengths. Thanks for following along today. Things didn't quite go to plan, but still got some good stuff done. I've been wanting to pick up this wood that was dropped for these wood chips anyway, so glad to see that's done. So if you got any questions about what we're doing out here on our 43-acre farm in Central Virginia, leave those down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. I appreciate that. Until next time, see you on the next one. Bye-bye.